This video is for you if you feel stuck. If you're trying to basically do whatever it takes to scale your agency up, but whatever you do, whatever you try to implement, the numbers don't really react. Which, I'll give you an example. The most common reason for it is because this is you. You're someone in this fighter jet cockpit and you don't know the controls, right? The aircraft is able to fly like 2,000 kilometers an hour, some crazy fucking speed. And many fucking pilots have done this, right? There's many pilots in the world who've gotten this jet to take off successfully. Now, in order to learn all these different controls and to get the plane off the ground, you'd have to pull every lever, click every button in the exact right combination until the plane eventually just starts going forward, which is gonna take a lot of time. The other option is that someone just hands you the user manual and you can basically just copy what's in the manual. And this is the point of this video. I'm gonna show you 3 case studies of people from my mentoring that made them able to hit a record month last month. Now, I'm not trying to do some promo shit out of it. I really want to show what we implemented, what the problems originally were, actionable steps that we used to fix them, so you can identify these problems in your own agency, just copy paste the thing and end up with a new record month. So let's get right into it with the first case study. As you can see here, we started the month off of 16K in revenue and 250 subs in total, which is fucking crazy in August. But eventually, over the course of the end of September, we ended the month with almost 30 grand and 5 times the subscriber amount. Where I have to say the chatting on this account wasn't nearly as ready as it should have been for this massive increase in subscribers. So we could have easily ended up making like 60, 70, 80 grand on this account if the chatting would have been on the same level as it was before. Still, the main problem this account had, as we can clearly see, was the marketing. We didn't get the subscribers we wanted. The traffic sources weren't set up. There was no understanding. There was no clear implementation of the marketing. So I run you through the main changes that we did. The first one being hooks in the video. As you can see, this is my own YouTube statistics, by the way. After 30 seconds, at least 60% of people tend to still watch the video, which is German, by the way, so and you guys have to translate that. The main thing that's relevant for this is the hooks I use in my own videos. If you click on any of these videos, I say some outrageous shit in the beginning, right? I say some weird as hell thing. I say something to get the people to keep watching because the video is a banger, but the people don't know it, right? If you click on a YouTube video and people are like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna show you this. This is fucking boring. Who the fuck watches that? So this is where most people lose their viewers. So we implemented a clear hook structure because the watch time was fucking crazy. People didn't stop scrolling. People just saw the video on their For You page of this creator and they just saw, kept watching. We didn't get them out of the scrolling stage and we didn't get them into the watching stage. You have to flip their mind onto watching the video. Now, I'll give you some examples. Because the problem is most of you guys know that you have to use a hook in short for marketing, right? We want to get the people interested. I think that should be mostly, at least for 50% of people, common sense. The problem is most people still don't know how to. They just have no understanding of the practical implementation of the thing. A bad hook, for example, would be unauthentic. It would be boring, right? You're doing something, but it's not really hooking you as the name applies. And it seems kind of forced. Some random thing happening in the beginning with no real implementation into the video. It's kind of like if I started this video doing a backflip, that might be funny the first time, but in the end, you're gonna wonder like, why the fuck did this guy backflip? It's like, wow, okay, fuck it. You know, you just lose interest because your brain doesn't seem to understand. It's a very psychological issue. If your brain really can't comprehend what's going on, you might as well just scroll through. A good example would be something extreme. Instagram functions on an extreme basis, right? Instagram is the platform of extremes, wow moments, a pattern interruption that can be, if I was starting this video in a dress, okay, then, I mean, your brain would at least wonder, okay, usually people don't wear dresses in Loom videos on Telegram. Why is that happening? I want to understand that. And if the end of the video clears it up, then we got a banger video and we got people hooked. And overall, the purpose of a hook is to wake people up. Like I said, they're in a transcendent state. They're almost like meditating brain-wise. They're scrolling. They're in the doom scrolling habit. So you kind of have to wake them up and say, listen, watch this video. Now, I'll show you some examples. This is a video I found on my For You page. Like, the location looks fucking ass. Why the fuck is she wearing a Spider-Man mask? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's just weird, and the text also doesn't fit the video. And she's like jumping in the beginning of the video. This doesn't make sense at all. This doesn't make sense. It's a shit hook. I don't want to watch the video. It feels ass. I don't want to see this crack ass location. A good hook, for example, would be this one, right? It's a fucking gaming arcade. She's wearing this crazy suit on a motorcycle. I usually did not see this. Even without any acting, even without any actionable things happening, just by the looks of it, which video would you rather watch? If you combine them, right? Which video would you rather stay on and actually watch the thing? And it's nothing to do with the looks of the creator. This girl could also have a small ass. Just the outfit and the location did end up a lot of people watching it, right? So implementing these hooks is super, super crucial. So you actually get the views that you're supposed to get. Your videos can be a 10 out of 10. If you don't hook the people in the first second, they're not gonna watch it, which is an issue with probably most marketers on the planet. Most YouTubers do crazy videos, but people just stop watching them after 30 seconds. Now, the next issue we ran into is the video research, which is kind of the bottleneck, and I'm gonna tell you why. Most of you guys, if you search for videos that you can do on TikTok, on Instagram, wherever you wanna market your short form content, you're kind of like in this gold mine meme, right? The video research is the most important thing, and it was a bottleneck here because the ideas that were used before were so shit. Even with the right input, even with the exact system on how to build this content, there weren't really opportunities to make these videos as great as they could have been. So searching for better videos and not being the guy on the lower end here, not being Mr. Lazy who stops researching, stops digging right before he finds the diamonds, the more, I don't want to say time, but the more focus you put in the video research, which was the case here. Implementing more focus into what are we actually searching for, what is the video that we're searching for supposed to have, what characteristics does it need to have so we can implement it, what can we change about it, is the video this, does it have that. Having this focus and this tunnel vision on what we need did a major improvement. I can give you guys an example. Imagine, I'll call it the gold rush example, all right? You, as the agency owner, imagine you're in the gold rush, right? America, like everyone's gold and everyone's searching for gold. If you're one of these people trying to find gold, what would you focus on most of the day? Would you focus on, okay, where do I sell the gold? How do I do this? Which shovel should I use, right? Where should I dig the gold? Do you focus on all the other things that are included in this job, or do you just spend all day searching for the gold? Because if you spend 5 minutes per day actually digging, it doesn't matter which shovel you use, it doesn't matter who you sell it to, doesn't matter for what price you sell it to. The guy who's digging for like at least a couple hours per day with his fucking bag full of gold, like a little goblin, he's always gonna make more money than you, even if he's digging with a fucking toothbrush, because he just has more volume and he finds the biggest pieces of gold because he's been searching for so long. So having the right video ideas is an absolute baseline, and this was what's missing here, and we fixed that.